we are building some fences around the power plant, and we also made some plans of building some fences around Grindavik. But the thing is, you never know where the lava is going to come up, so you have to. It's kind of educated guessing to do this kind of prevention measures.
Now tell us where exactly you are. How close are you? Hopefully not too close to this volcano, and what is happening?
No, nobody can get too close at the moment. So I'm on the sort of southwestern end of Iceland, where the major population of the island is. But there's a small peninsula called the Reykjanes. We got the top, the capital, the airport on the northwestern tip. And then on the very south is this sort of fishing village. About 3,500 people did live there until last Friday when they were evacuated, because there's a huge amount of magma moving around under the ground. This peninsula was really, in terms of volcanic activity, dormant really until 2020, but for 800 years. And in the last 3 years, there's been 4 different eruptions. And this one is different because it's could affect a population centre. So we've got 3,500 Icelandics who've just been displaced, and they're waiting for something to happen so they can get on with their lives.
And explain about kind of physically how things look. I don't know if you've seen pictures of the volcano itself, all the kind of cracks that are appearing here, there, and everywhere. What can you tell us about the kind of what you can actually observe?
Yeah, so from the surface, there's the town itself has this massive crack, or a number of cracks going through it. There's actually a golf course right next to the town, believe it or not, and the crack there is, I think it's more than 2 meters from one side to the other. So some parts of the ground are rising and some are falling because the magma, the experts believe the magma is now about 800 meters from the surface. There was sort of the last week about 1,000 little earthquakes every day, which gave them signs that something was happening. So they evacuated the town. But you know, all the pipes here, they run their heating through hot water basically. So all the pipes under the ground have shattered. So you got sort of steam rising up, and then just north of the town you have the Blue Lagoon, which is a big tourist hotspot, lots of bathers, and then you've got this geothermal and hydroelectric power plant, and there's a massive wall. The authorities are putting up this huge wall along the side of the power plant because no one exactly knows where the magma is going to come up. There's a lot of fissures under the ground, and there's this sort of big 15-kilometer channel, and it could come up sort of anywhere along that. It might come up further up the hill and flow into the town. It might come up in the town itself, or it could come up in the sea, which would then, you know, give us one of those big steam and ash clouds that we got in 2010, but not the same size as that one.
Goodness me. Nick, thank you very much for that. That is Nick Ellerby, who is reporting from near-ish that volcano in Iceland.
Well, let's talk to Vidir Reynisson. He's head of emergency management at the National Commissioner of Police. Morning to you, Vidir.
Good morning.
How concerned are you? I mean, you've been on a volcanic island forever, so you're used to dealing with these things. But how concerned are you as of this morning?
Well, like Nick said, we evacuated the whole village of Grindavik, and so we have gotten people out of the way. But there's a lot of infrastructure there, the power plant, and a lot of roads, and it's close to the airport, of course. But our main cause now at the moment is just to get to help the people of Grindavik to get the life going on, because now they've been waiting for almost 10 days, and there's the damages that we see in the town is in that scale that they're not going to be able to be there for months. So our main task for these days is getting the children to some schools, and there is a lot of cooperation in that. We're looking for housing for the people. They are mostly in temporary houses or staying with their families, but we have to look onward for months now, to even as long as to next summer, to assist the people of Grindavik.
And what's the worst case scenario here, Vidir? The magma keeps coming and coming. There could be an eruption, I presume. Could that? You can't stop that, can you? You just have to wait to see what happens.
Yeah, but there is possibility of diverting the lava. We have done that a couple of times through the years. Back in 1982 and 3, we did some experiments in the north where we had a power plant and the lava flowing close to the power plant, and we could divert the lava there. Similar things we did in Westman Islands in 1973, and then we did some experience in the previous eruptions in the Reykjanes Peninsula. So we are building some fences around the power plant, and we also made some plans of building some fences around Grindavik. But the thing is, you never know where the lava is going to come up, so you have to. It's kind of educated guessing to do this kind of prevention measures. And
if it does damage the power plant, how significant would that be if lava comes up nearer to the power plant and gets through the walls? Is that a serious problem for the infrastructure of Iceland?
Yeah, it's about 30,000 people that gets the hot water from that area. So now we're getting into winter in Iceland, and it's going to be a bit cold. So if we lose that power plant, we're going to lose the heating for almost more than 30,000 people in the area. So that's quite serious. We can do something about the electricity and the cold water, but the hot water and the heating of the houses is the biggest challenge that we see if this would happen.